You have to eliminate somebody. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
How the fuck am I supposed to do that?
Nigga, just choose somebody. You better just
eliminate somebody I can't see.
Yup. It's fine. They hear you praying, bro.
Can I go? I can't go. Alright, shit. I can't go?
Why not? Nigga!
Hey, can all y'all turn around for me?
No, John.
Hey, I'm faithful, but I still cheat. Yeah. That was a reach.
Yeah.
Chill before she punch you in your teeth.
Damn!
Outside every day, you a mouse in the house. Your bitch follow me cause you follow the crowd. Can't hear myself think cause I'm smoking aloud. She wanna be mine, but I don't know the child.
You a clown.
Get my dime bitch a penny cause my family is proud.
Oh, man. Let me check my phone, man. Yeah.
That's a man. I say, really?
I'm a Russian.
What?
I'm a Russian. Boom! Get off the homie. Boom! Boom! Crap, ain't nothing fair. Ain't nothing fair.
Who's that other rapper that wanted to fight you in MMA?
Oh, I ain't doing no wrestling. I get in spandex and wrestle. WWE with this. Tell him I said that. Post that. No booty shorts wrestling. We're in a circle. Yeah. We're in a from the shoulders, man. That's it.
Wait, hold on. We got some Don Julio. You want us some more?
I'm good.
Oh, that's not you. You off that?
Yeah, I don't drink.
I bet you don't.
I don't drink.
Yeah, I got my bad.
You good. I appreciate the hospitality.
All right.
Blueface, a name that became synonymous with viral hits, offbeat rapping, and flashy stunts. But behind the music, there's a story most people don't know. A story about money lost, trust broken, and a young artist being manipulated by one of hip-hop's most controversial managers. How does a rapper with platinum records and millions of streams end up coming home from jail broke? The answer lies in one of the most predatory contracts in modern music history. And the man behind it? Wack100. Jonathan Porter, better known as Blueface, grew up in Los Angeles. He was a street kid, gangbanging, living life without thinking about contracts, lawyers, or how to protect himself financially. And then he went viral. Thosiana exploded online, and suddenly, Blueface was more than just a local talent. He was a sensation. But that fame came with a dangerous vulnerability. He had no industry knowledge, no representation, and no plan. He was exactly the kind of artist someone like Wack100 could exploit. While corporate labels like Atlantic and Empire expressed interest, Blueface felt they didn't get him. They didn't understand his street background, his style, or what made him unique. In fact, one Atlantic exec even misread him, asking if he was crying instead of expressing his emotion in his lyrics. Blueface knew these people didn't understand his world, and that left a gap for someone who claimed to. Enter Wack100. Wack100, born Cash Jones, is a Los Angeles music manager and industry veteran with a reputation for controversy and flamboyance. He built his reputation first in the streets and then in music, managing artists like The Game and Ray J. But his relationship with Blueface would become his most profitable and most questionable move. The story of how he locked Blueface into a deal that siphoned 70% of his earnings is a textbook example of manipulation in the music business. According to Blueface, Wack100's daughter first discovered Thosiana and introduced her dad to the song. Wack100 slid into Blueface's DMs, trying to set up a meeting. Blueface hesitated. When you Google Wack100, all you see is drama, controversy, and rumors. Blueface even admitted he was standoffish, knowing Wack100 used to go by a nickname tied to violent behavior in his past. But persistence paid off. Or, in this case, persistence set the trap. Wack100 didn't just contact Blueface casually, he made it a mission. Calls, DMs, invitations, relentless. Eventually, one of Blueface's friends convinced him to hear Wack100 out. By this time, Blueface was already hustling on his own, booking shows, shooting videos, handling business without guidance. He was making money, but he didn't know how to protect it. He didn't know how to structure deals. He didn't know he was about to be preyed upon. The first meeting at Wack100's mansion was exactly what Wack100 intended. Blueface was impressed by the display of wealth. He said, "When you see somebody who got it, it's like, okay, I like that." This was more than impressing a young rapper. It was part of a psychological strategy. Wack100 wanted Blueface to think, if I sign with this guy, I can reach his level of success too. The mansion, the luxury, the flash, it was all a setup. Then came the contract. And this is where things went from flashy to predatory. The contract wasn't just for management, it was a combined management and record deal. It was already written, ready to go before any meaningful business discussion. Blueface asked Wack100's wife for her opinion, saying, "Would you insist on your son signing this?" She said yes. No lawyer, no review, just trust. That single moment of validation gave Blueface the confidence to sign a deal that would cost him millions. Here's the math on why this deal was so destructive. As the record label, Wack100 took 50% of Blueface's music earnings. Then, as his manager, he took another 20% of the remaining earnings. That's effectively 70% of Blueface's money going straight to Wack100. To put this in perspective, most management deals are 15 to 20%, and record deals usually split revenue 50-50 after expenses. Wack100 had structured the deal to maximize his profit at Blueface's expense, double dipping at its finest. And this wasn't just a short-term arrangement. Contracts like this last multiple albums, sometimes years. For Blueface, that meant the bulk of his earnings over some of the most successful years of his life went directly to Wack100. Even today, after serving time in jail, Blueface came home broke. His ventures, like his crab restaurant, were struggling. He had to sell his house. Meanwhile, Wack100 continues to flaunt wealth online, living in mansions and enjoying the profits of Blueface's hard work. The psychological impact on Blueface can't be overstated. When you know most of your earnings are going to someone else, it's hard to stay motivated. It's not a partnership, it's ownership. Wack100 controlled Blueface's career, his money, more and his decisions. Other artists in the industry watch this unfold as a cautionary tale. A young rapper, full of potential, manipulated by someone claiming to mentor him. And this situation isn't unique. The music industry is full of predatory contracts targeting inexperienced artists. Veteran managers create urgency, flash wealth, and psychological pressure to get artists to sign without review. Combining record and management deals, preparing contracts in advance, and using family members for validation are all classic tactics. Blueface's story is an extreme, but not isolated example. The lessons here are clear. Never sign a contract without legal review. Trust is not enough. Verification is essential. Artists need education on contract terms, revenue splits, and industry norms. Peer mentorship is crucial. Talking to other artists could have exposed red flags in Wack100's deal. And time is an ally. Taking even a few days to consider options can prevent financial disaster. Blueface's situation highlights a systemic problem in music. Contracts that siphon off the majority of an artist's earnings prevent them from building wealth, supporting families, or investing in their communities. They create dependency on the very system that exploits them. If this structure becomes normalized, young artists may continue to fall prey to similar arrangements, and predatory managers will have even more leverage. Regulations could help. Mandatory waiting periods, independent legal review requirements, clear transparency in contracts, and limits on manager earnings could prevent exploitation. And education programs teaching artists the business basics could also create a stronger generation of empowered musicians. The industry is beautiful when it works properly, but without safeguards, it's dangerous. Despite all this, Blueface still has options, though limited. Renegotiating is difficult. Breaking the contract is costly. Continuing under the terms is exhausting. The reality is that young artists must be vigilant. Knowledge is power. Understanding contracts, industry standards, and your own value is essential. Trust, yes, but always verify. Blueface's story also shows the broader impact of predatory contracts. Beyond money, they affect motivation, mental health, and creative output. They can strain relationships, erode trust, and limit legacy. Wack100 benefited immensely from Blueface's talent, but the artist himself remains financially and creatively constrained. Success should empower, not exploit. The legacy of this story is twofold. For Blueface, it's a cautionary tale that could overshadow his music. For future artists, it's a lesson in vigilance and education. If young rappers learn from this, it could prevent countless others from losing millions to similar deals. Contracts may be complex, but understanding them can make or break a career. In the end, this isn't just about Blueface. It's about an industry pattern where inexperienced, young artists are preyed upon by those who know the system inside and out. Until this changes, stories like this will continue. The music industry can be a path to wealth, influence, and legacy, but only if artists protect themselves. So here's the warning to anyone watching. If you're a young artist, don't let success make you naive. Get a lawyer, understand your contracts, ask questions, don't be rushed or pressured. Your future, your family, and your legacy depend on it. Blueface's story is extreme, but the lessons are universal. And finally, remember this. Just because someone seems successful, flashy, or trustworthy doesn't mean they have your best interests at heart. Wealth and success can be used to manipulate. Always take the time to learn, verify, and protect yourself. That's the difference between being a viral sensation for a moment and building a sustainable career that lasts decades. The music industry has the potential to be incredible, but only for those who understand it. Blueface's experience is a painful but powerful reminder that knowledge, vigilance, and proper guidance aren't optional. They're essential. Learn from this story, educate yourself, and never let anyone take what you've worked hard to earn. Because at the end of the day, talent can make you famous, but understanding the business can make you rich, independent, and unstoppable. And that's a lesson that every young artist should take to heart.